This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
A 25-year-old man convicted of killing another man following an ongoing feud dodged a life sentence today.
Fern Carey tells us more.
A judge has sentenced 25-year-old Ovando Woodside to 18 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to the manslaughter death of Anva Thompson 4 years ago. Court evidence revealed that Woodside had an ongoing feud with Thompson and stabbed him to death during a physical altercation. Woodside also told police that the deceased had stabbed him with a knife 2 days prior to the incident. During Thursday's sentencing exercise, Justice Vera Watkins told Woodside that the maximum penalty for the offense was life in prison. However, she said it was not an appropriate sentence in this case as he is still young, has shown remorse, and pleaded guilty at the start of the trial. She also noted that Woodside was employed at the time of the incident, has no prior convictions, and has improved his education skills in prison in order to facilitate his re-entry into society. However, she noted, among other things, the tragic loss of life and the steady increase in violent crimes in the country involving young men who lack the necessary skills in resolving conflicts. She then sentenced him to 18 years behind bars. Now, Woodside has already spent 3 years and 8 months in prison, and that time will be taken off his sentence. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
Still talking from news from the court, 26-year-old Tyrone Knowles, one of the men accused of robbing Deputy Prime Minister Philip Davis, his wife Anne-Marie Davis, and Davis's driver Wilberforce Seymour back in 2013, was back in court today seeking bail. However, Justice Vera Watkins adjourned the matter to next Tuesday for her decision. Police say Knowles and 22-year-old Mark McCartney assaulted Davis's driver before entering his house, and once inside, robbed Davis, who was acting Prime Minister at the time. His wife at gunpoint as well, and then escaped in a Honda Accord. That case is now expected to open sometime next year.
It's just 2 weeks left to go before the $3.5 billion Cable Beach mega resort Baha-Mar officially opens its doors to Bahamians and visitors alike. And Director of Partnerships at Baha-Mar, Matthew Aubrey, says he's excited about the soft opening. Aubrey also outlined some of the million-dollar features of the resort that he hopes will attract visitors to soak in that Baha-Mar experience.
We have something for everybody at Baha-Mar, from the incredible hotel offerings, from the entertainment, from Spa, which will be our signature spa, from TPC at Baha-Mar, which is a signature Jack Nicklaus golf course, a 200,000 square foot convention center, 20 acres of pool experience, what we're calling our sanctuary, which is our eco park, where people can not only engage with the flora and the fauna of the Bahamas, but enjoy that water, that beach. We've done a lot of work to restore the beach in front of us and also build back the local reef system. So people are going to be able to see all the most wonderful things of the Bahamas and enjoy it right there on our property.
Aubrey says the resort will also demonstrate the soul of what each island in the Bahamas has to offer.
So on our property, we're going to have recreations of blue holes. We're going to have the flamingos, the iguanas from San Salvador. We're going to have swimming with rays and sharks. We're also going to be making sure that our food and beverage offerings incorporate local food and local flavors. So we will have restaurants like Katsuya, which is world-renowned, but here in the Bahamas, it's going to be influenced by the wonderful locally sourced opportunities, the great seafood, the flavors, the sapodilla, the fruits that the Bahamas has to offer.
From one development to another, a number of projects are ongoing at the College of the Bahamas as officials at the institution transition it to the University of the Bahamas. College President Dr. Rodney Smith said it's hoped that in the coming months, the campus in Nassau and the campus on Grand Bahama will both have dormitories actually erected on site.
This new building will house 55 students, a cafeteria, study facilities, a library and technology center, plus a health services center. We anticipate that residence halls on both campuses will be constructed by the 2016 academic year, and that in addition, both the Keva Bethel building and the Culinary and Hospitality Management Institute will be more energy efficient.
While these changes require major funding, College Council Chairman Alfred Sears said currently there are no plans to increase tuition. However, he reiterated that now is a great time to add to the college's endowment fund. He also challenged Bahamians to become more generous in building that national institution.
We want to use this opportunity to ask Bahamians to claim ownership of this institution by doing what Frankie Wilson did and his family, by becoming legacy donors. Because it is through the building of the endowment that we can provide more scholarships. It is through Bahamians giving back, since many of us have been the beneficiaries of the excellent quality of education at COB, to give back to the institution in order to avoid escalating tuition.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.